So today I went to donate blood at the Greece Blood Donation Center that's pretty close to the building that houses my dad's apartment unit. About a roughly 2 or so minute drive. I woke up around... I went to bed at roughly 2:30ish in the morning. And I woke up at 6:50 in the morning. Which gave me enough time to do my rapid pass in the bathroom, to get dressed, prepare myself a glass of water, inside of an orange plastic glass. Though I have a feeling they call it a cup if it's made out of plastic. I moved the styrofoams that were here so that I could individually take pictures of them. Though I had already taken a picture of the one of Grandma Dearest, which is a sort of nickname I have for my dad's mom. And for the record, she came up with that nickname. I recently completed the research for, and then activated another city expansion. And when I found out by putting it here, I could start the construction of the Temple of Ages, that's what I decided I would do to compensate for the loss of culture and the increase in culture I would need in order to maintain that supply bonus. I'm thinking of soon going over and upgrading the barracks again. Or perhaps maybe I should upgrade the main hall. Although, that would cost an awful lot of coin. I was able to move that newest steel manufactory and move it here so that I could upgrade it and technically make it look different from that one, but now it doesn't look that much different from this steel manufactory. the blood donation, the whole blood donation went pretty smoothly, especially for one involving my left arm. Historically, they usually use my right arm for whole blood donations, but a technician who supervised my blood donation found what was described as a nice juicy vein on the side of my left arm. It was sort of this side. I would sort of call that side the outer side. Because it faces outward into the sky. Of course, to do a vein on the inner side, I would have to lie down, probably have to lie down on my stomach.
How is it?
Oh, it's pretty good. Did you get any pecan pie?
I got a Klondikes.
Klondikes?
Yep.
Isn't that the first time in a while you've gotten those?
All they had a whole bunch of like different stuff, but I got the original.
Huh.
How the meatballs?
Pretty good.
Is it hot enough?
Warm enough?
Warm enough.
Yeah.
I got a surprise for you.
Thanks.
I'm making wings. I'll give you some wings.
Thanks. Dad got me this at Wegmans because I specifically asked for a fruit salad. He went to Wegmans shortly after I woke up, around 6:50-ish. I think I fell asleep sometime between noon and 2 in the afternoon. It was after a trip to McDonald's in which that immediately followed the blood donation. I called my dad as soon as I got to the recovery room, which I think is the official term for it, but it's more accurately the recovery zone because there's no walls separating the recovery area from the place where the blood donation occurs. I have no idea what number blood donation that was. Something's telling me that was the 20th blood donation, but Again, I'm not sure. At McDonald's, Dad got himself, I think he either ripped or cut out a coupon, more likely ripped, a coupon for two biscuit breakfast sandwiches, and he gave me a coupon for 2 English muffin breakfast sandwiches. And I think all the sandwiches together were bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. To be more exact, they were BOGO coupons, or buy one, get one free coupons. And with the breakfast sandwiches, I got orange juice because Dad got coffee, but you're not supposed to have caffeine for 24 hours following a blood donation. And the same thing for alcohol, because beverages with either of those substances, or both in the case of Four Loko, dehydrate you. And you really need to hydrate yourself both before and after a blood donation if you want to avoid having any complications such as lightheadedness and fainting. Out of all the times I donated, I only became lightheaded one time, and that was my fault because I didn't really properly sleep beforehand, and I didn't eat anything for breakfast beforehand. Which is why it's good that before I donated today, Dad was able to quickly make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich inside of a hot dog bun as a quick breakfast. And that same vein is why I had that glass of water. And it's a good thing they had chairs lying down chairs or tables that elevate your legs. The technician told me about a sort of technique where you can rub your hands together with the palms and fingers touching each other to sort of, if you have a low hemoglobin. So I ended up doing that. I haven't been taking an iron supplement lately, but I think that's because I don't currently have an iron supplement. Either way, I noticed they had cobalt cheese inside their refrigerator where they keep the bottled water and cranberry juice. I picked the cranberry juice over the apple juice because I think the cranberry juice is healthier, though I haven't seen any information on that. Like I have saying that orange juice is healthier than apple juice, with orange juice having more vitamins than apple juice. I ended up having 3 things of the cobalt of the 4 I took for the road, with the orange juice and the 2 bacon, egg, and cheese English muffin sandwiches that I got at McDonald's right here within my dad's room. So here are some of the chicken wings Dad made. Did you get them from Wegmans, Dad?
What guy?
Did you get them from Wegmans?
Yes.
Huh.
Are they good? Are they good?
Yes.
They're chicken parm.
I wouldn't have expected that flavor.
What's that?
I wouldn't have expected that flavor.
Well, that's all they had. That and barbecue. I'm like, well, if they had hot, I would have went hot. But I'm like, ah, chicken parm.
I think taking a picture of that rainbow styrofoam and that styrofoam I drew of Dad's dad was one of the last things I did before I fell asleep on this bed. I think I was laying on my stomach, my head pretty close to that corner, listening to my phone or something like that. Or maybe I had my headphones in and I was listening to listening to a YouTube video known as called 5 Things I Hate in AAA Game Design by Strategy Productions. Alright. Now I can do the upgrade. Except I need some coins, so... That is if I want to upgrade the barracks. I could instead upgrade the main hall. Excuse me. Are there any ways I can gain some population? I'm trying to think of how I can rearrange some stuff. So I can make room for something, some kind of summoning in which I could get some population. There is a relatively small 3x3 building. But that only gives 75 population. Though at this point it would definitely be enough to allow me to upgrade the main hall. That too would also work. Anyway, after falling asleep around anywhere from noonish to 2 in the afternoon, I ended up having a somewhat unusual dream. In which I had this small pair of scissors that somehow functioned as a mobile phone, as I could make calls with it, and near the end I used it to call my dad, even though I had an actual mobile phone that looked different from the one I'm currently using. But based on what I saw, I don't I think that phone was just on and I didn't use it to make a phone call to my dad, and then I just suddenly woke up. There was more to that dream, but I'm not the sort to write down or tape record my dreams. Excuse me. And I finished up the spaghetti and meatballs. And this is the piece of styrofoam I intend to use to make a styrofoam of Dad's friend Bill, based off of a picture he sent me. At one point, he gave me the idea to put Bill in a Red Sox uniform or hat, saying it would be funny because he's a Yankees fan. And for the time being, Capwing is my software of choice for reversing a video typically for when I want to reverse an animated action by a business-friendly character. In this case, I want to reverse the putting hands in pockets action to make it taking hands out of pockets action. So I can then add a knife prop to the action. Right now, I'm currently in the process of working on the 99th Dan Hamming. That's why I got out my Spanish textbook, as I'm pretty much done with that class. I just have to complete an extra credit assignment by presumably the end of Monday, and one grammar tutorial journal. And I borrowed this pen so I could write down the time that I've estimated is when he smirks Eplet music soundtrack starts, and then I ripped from YouTube using a third-party website. an effort for me to keep the sound consistent between the first part video and the second part video. I took the red tape cross off around 11:15 in the morning based off of my memory. And then I took off the taped up piece of gauze around 6:50-ish, shortly after waking up from the falling asleep at the afternoon. And then I think roughly 15 minutes later, I took off the Band-Aid that was on this middle finger. The taped piece of gauze, taking that off, was particularly painful. Here's the aftermath of that. And when I finally took off that Band-Aid, the tip of this finger was a bit wrinkled from how long the Band-Aid was on.